And a very good day to all my viewers. It's Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. It's exactly 1:16 p.m. and we're here in downtown Montreal, and it is the first snow of the 2022-2023 snow season. Not quite winter yet, because that of course comes late in December, but it is the first somewhat significant snow of the year. Just to show you, it is a wet variety of snow, so that's normal of course when the first snowfall occurs. And it's not expected to last either. It's probably going to melt by the end of tonight. In fact, some of this might change to rain. But I figured, you know what, why not do a walking video here on my lunch break on St. Catherine Street. We'll walk in the west direction. And it's a pretty decent day, pretty warm. There's a nice 2700 series bus, one of the older ones. And yeah, this is the corner of Union, which is this street right here. And of course St. Catherine Street, which is the one that we're going to be walking on for a little bit, you know, just to give you a sense of the downtown area right now, see what's happening. And that noise of course means I've activated the audio assistant navigation thing on the crosswalk, so when it does change eventually, it'll make that tone, the 3 tones to be precise. And that's of course for the visually impaired, so they can know exactly where the crosswalk is. Yeah, so we'll begin our walk here again. There's the cathedral building right there, Cathedral Shopping Center. And there's the beautiful church that is just above it. It's still undergoing renovations. And if you look over there, they still have the top of the church, the mast of it, I guess, that still has to be put on. At least one section of it. I do have a video somewhere on my channel up close to that right there, so I guess they're restoring it. And of course the Cathedral Shopping Center is right below the actual church here, so that's an interesting architectural feature. Here's the Eaton Center building, and this is Robert Bourassa Street we're coming up to, formerly known as University Street. And if you're noticing, you know, if you haven't been on St. Catherine Street in a while, or if you haven't visited Montreal in a while, or you used to live here, you'll notice St. Catherine Street looks a lot different, because they've done a very big revamp project here. They've widened the sidewalks quite substantially, and now it's only one lane, if you notice, for vehicles. And they're doing this for the entire street, I believe. They've done it for this section, and like I think the next section is going to be around Peel all the way to Atwater. So you'll see the difference later in the video, what I'm talking about compared to this one compared to the old one. And you can see they've added some nice benches, some new trees. Here, by the way, used to be a historical building that recently burned down last year. And there's Place Ville Marie, by the way, which I'm hoping to eventually do a video of the observatory up top. I'm still waiting to do that, and that should offer a nice view of the city, the surroundings. And there's the Eaton Center, also recently revamped, renovated inside and outside. It looks like they may have even brought the snowplow out earlier. And this snow, by the way, started overnight, so when I was going to work this morning, it was a nice snowfall, a little bit similar to what it's doing now. And of course, as the temperature gets colder and we get deeper into November and into December, then the snow will become more powdery and less of this moist, wet stuff. But as someone that likes the snow, I'm not going to complain. I'm glad it's here. And you know, it does add a bit of calmness, you know, that beautiful white color. There's the REM station, REM station, the McGill one, currently under construction. And this is, of course, McGill College Avenue. So there's your REM. Tell you what, we'll do a little bonus here and we'll go check it out and take a peek. Take a little detour here, and then we'll get back to the walking on St. Catherine Street. But yeah, this is the REM station, and we'll see how it's coming from the outside here, because it does offer a very beautiful vantage point where we are. By the way, another nice old building, this one. Yeah, so there's your REM right now, your REM station at McGill under construction. Peek through the fence here. It's definitely taking shape. There's a nice Mack crane truck. Another view here looking down. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it's looking. Still quite a bit of work to go, but it's definitely taking shape, and it should be open within the next couple of years. Of course, the REM that is going to be opening, the segment of REM line that is opening, is the South Shore branch, which will open next spring. Originally it was supposed to open December 1st, but I guess there's setbacks and whatnot, as is typical in construction, and now it's been pushed forward, or pushed back to spring of next year, 2023. There of course is that ring, a giant ring that's recently been installed at Place Ville Marie. And at night time it's a little bit better to see because it's lit up, it's illuminated. There's your Place Montreal Trust building. And I always mention this when I walk by here, that building had a high-rise fire in it a few years ago, which I did film. And this is a street, by the way, it's usually really nice come Christmas time. There's in the distance McGill University. You can't see it because it's snowing. Visibility is reduced, but Montréal is down there as well. But you can't see it, of course, because of the snow. And Place Montreal Trust, which is another shopping center. And all these shopping centers, by the way, are connected underground via the underground network. Now coming up to Mansfield Street, and definitely you can see all the Christmas decorations are now coming into view, being put up. There's the CIBC tower, by the way, in the distance up there. So this is Mansfield Street, and if you look down there, there actually used to be the Mansfield, it was a Mansfield building, it was called, I believe, which recently got torn down. They're gonna probably make some kind of development there. And there's the Sun Life building right beside it. Very historical building. One of the oldest in the city. One of the first, at the time, one of the first skyscrapers in the city. And still a masterpiece. As we wait for the light to change here. There's another view facing north. Sherbrooke Street, by the way, is the next street up. Alright, so before I cross, I'll just show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, the snow is melting, as you can see, going into the sewer system. I'll probably upload this video to my channel tonight. You know, I would do it at work, but the problem is, last time I did a video and I uploaded it at work, apparently it slowed the whole bandwidth down for the entire office. So I was told, don't upload or download videos or files on the business network because it apparently slows it down. So I'll just wait till I go home. And here's what I'm talking about. Here's the older section of St. Catherine Street. You can see the actual street is wider, whereas down there, literally at that corner in Mansfield, you'll notice the street becomes narrower, but the sidewalks become wider. Here the sidewalks are narrow and the street is wider. You got 2 lanes. We'll cross here quickly. Oh, there we go. We got a snowplow there. So I'm gonna cut the video in the next block or two. Here's Metcalf. Here's another beautiful old building. And you'll notice, you know, when you're walking downtown these streets, a lot of buildings, very old, and they have their original architecture. There's Dorchester Square, Plaza Canada down there. And we got an STM bus here, the 715 Old Port of Montreal Hybrid 3900 series from the year 2019. And of course, one way to differentiate between the newer buildings and the older buildings is, well, look at the architecture of the tops. Look around the edges, look around the roof. And you'll see it has that very old ornate look. And batteries at 4%. Oh yeah, this is the old Montreal Gazette building. For those that are interested, this is where the Montreal Gazette newspaper used to be based, which recently cut their Monday delivery, Monday print edition. So slowly newspapers are becoming a thing of the past. Oh look, we got another snowplow there with a snowblower on the back. And here of course is Peel. So this is where I'm going to wrap up my video. So yeah, you get an idea of what St. Catherine looks like, get an idea of what it looks like on a snowy day, and you know, the modern look of downtown. Here's Peel Street. There's a lot of famous establishments in that section, some pubs and restaurants and whatnot. And yeah, there's another view of the CIBC Tower. And yeah, look at this. This tree here has some leaves on it still. Now I'll close the video by crossing, and I'll show you a northern angle looking north on Peel towards Mount Royal and Sherbrooke. Again, can't see Mount Royal because it's snowing. Anyways, I'm going to wrap her up. Have a good day, everybody. Have a good night. And just so you know, there will be more Christmas decorations added on St. Catherine Street probably in the coming days, weeks. All right, have a good night, everybody. Have a good day wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Remember, hit subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the notifications, and as always, more videos to come.